With $10, you can reach maybe 2,000 people on Facebook. $10 is equivalent to 6,000 francs. Now, do you know how much fuel you will consume in a car? How much energy you will spend? The native doctor is online advertising his business. And then you have young people who have talent, who have things they can do, and they are not online. I cannot be you as an engineering student who can draw even a floor plan and I've never sold a plan. Because some people are ashamed with marketing. When they will say marketing, some of these star boys and star girls, they will be like, hey, Jesus, God. You can have a very good business. You can have a good business idea. You can be of good service, but you are not in the market. So the people will not know you. Now, how do I know that you have a good service that I need when you don't market yourself? When I don't even know that you exist, right? And there is a lot of marketing ongoing, and there is a major change that is in the space of marketing. Like in those days, you had to literally have a shop, open the shop up, go there, sit every day before you can make money. But nowadays, the marketplace is online. But then in the context of Africa, we still have a problem because sometimes in construction, mainly, the people who can build, they might not necessarily be online. Almost every young man is online or young woman, but maybe some fathers or some, those who can actually construct a building, maybe they're not online. But then in the next generation, maybe those of us, when we will be fathers with gray hair, we would have been online people. So market will almost be completely online. You get the point? Now, we had an issue in this company. We were not online. Our client base was focused on referrals. So we did a good job for you, you referred us to the next person, and that is how we kept on getting our jobs. That's why our YouTube page and our Facebook page is just maybe a year and some months old. We were not online. And we did not understand how important it was. And thankfully, since we created the online channels, we've had some business from the online store, I would say. I'll give you this example. You can have this office opened and you don't have up to 10 people walk in here to ask you, what are you doing? But with online, you can go to their house and meet them there. So that's the power of online, right? We will not be focusing on the online marketing, but that is very, very important. I just wanted to lay a base. The importance of it, the difference that it has with the physical one. I have to meet you to talk to you about the business. But online, I can come to you without your permission. In fact, to make it worse, you can sponsor an ad. An ad is maybe a video that you've done advertising something, and then you pay Facebook to show it to some people. Now, the number of people that Facebook shows your ad to them depends on how much you've paid, and depends on the demographic you've selected, depends on the interest of the people. So the algorithm on Facebook can take my construction ad and show it to people who are into construction, who have that interest, who can buy. Now the ad has some seconds that it must play, and your next button cannot work. So let's assume, I've not studied how long it is, let's assume it's 10 seconds. So I can oblige even my enemy, if I have one, I hope I don't have, to listen to my ad by force, or they should not go on Facebook. If you go on Facebook and you're watching videos and I've chosen a demographic for Facebook, you don't need to be my follower. You don't need to follow my page. You will see my ad and your next button cannot work. Have you seen an ad on Facebook? The next button doesn't work, right? Until it has played for some seconds. So I have 10 seconds before the next button works. So the things I say for the first 10 seconds is what is going to influence my audience to continue. So for your Facebook ad, you don't go and say the nice thing at the end. I was saving this for last. That's why you've noticed many videos, it starts with the end. Then it goes and say how it started, so that it brings your interest. It's because your attention span is gotten in the first few seconds. So that's the importance of Facebook ad. Let me give you these statistics. With $10, you can reach maybe 2,000 people on Facebook. $10. $10 is equivalent to 6,000 francs. Now, do you know how much fuel you will consume in a car? How much energy you will spend if you have to drive and advertise and give a flyer to 2,000 people in Buea? and you will need to meet the people. But with Facebook, you will get into their living rooms, you will get into their bedrooms, you will get into every place. So marketing is very important. Have you ever, seen a marketing so much, a promotion so much until you tried it, whereas you didn't even necessarily need it? You can be convinced to do something that you don't want just because they have marketed it so much, they have repeated it so much, you've become familiar with it, and it's almost as if you need it. So, never you say that, no, I've already passed there, I've already said this, they have not listened. Like our channels, for example, it could be a bore to some of us right now. Like every day there's a video from Mustard Seed. You could even have some Mustard Seed people who don't want to watch the videos because we post something new every day. But guess what? That's the spirit of advertisement. The fact that A has heard you every day, B could be passing. So keep saying it. You see, our neighbor down there, they put a speaker outside, they play music, they play an ad. We all have heard that ad. As a matter of fact, the ad doesn't concern me. I don't even need the ad, but I can recite it. Like the ad for the DV lottery. I can recite it. Right? I have my visas to America, and I can go anytime I want, but I can recite that ad that I don't need. So that doesn't mean that because I know the ad, I've listened to the ad, all of our staff can remember the ad of the DV lottery. That doesn't mean they should stop playing it, because they are not playing it for us anymore. So we are aware you have heard it, sir, but we were not playing it for you. We don't know who is passing next. So we'll play it every day, and they keep playing it. So when we go there and say, sir, you are playing this thing too much, stop, they will not listen, because you are not their target audience anymore. You've heard the ad, you've not responded, it's had no effect on you, so it's not for you. So be quiet. You get the point. So if you cannot market what you are doing, you cannot you cannot make money. So there must be some marketing strategy that you're following. Take for example, some of these native doctors who are down in the interiors, who are very good in those days, and they don't have ads, they don't have advertisement, but they still had business. Now their business was dependent on referral. This man do me this charm, he works so yeah, go there. But now today, even the native doctor is online. I've had many friend requests from native doctors. I'm sure many of us have had friend requests from native doctors. Multiply your money, writing your destiny, do your this. The native doctor is online advertising his business. And then you have young people who have talent, who have things they can do, and they are not online. Trust me, I cannot be you as an engineering student who can draw even a floor plan and I've never sold a plan. It's a red flag. It's a problem. You've never sold a plan, even for a kitchen. Okay, you don't want a plan for 10 stories, 3 stories, you're not certified. But how about the man that wanted to do a pit toilet or a small boys' quarters? You've never designed a floor plan and sold it even for 2,000 francs. So it's when you will graduate and they pronounce you engineer. Oh, customers will just start saying, hey, these boys are engineer now, they will start coming. No. That's why you see that many people graduate and they are stuck. They are suffering because they did not begin practicing what they are graduating for. Because the world doesn't care your certification. The world is more concerned with the service you can deliver. Before I came in here to maybe give this lecture, how many of you asked my certification? How many of you asked for my degree? How many of you asked for my certificate? You don't care. As a matter of fact, my certificate could be an insult. If I came here and said, I'm a this, then I open my mouth and only nonsense is coming out. That certificate is an insult. You will use it to insult me. Only he only came here telling us is this, is that. One sense, it's not coming out from his mouth. So the world doesn't care. How many of you have even entered a car and you say, driver, can I see your driving license? In fact, I don't know when I've ever traveled in a car and I ended up knowing the driver's name or his tribe or his village. The worst is those buses. For a taxi, I can see the driver right there. But the buses, I don't even know my driver. Whether there was even a driver, I don't know. So you want to see outcome. You want to see somebody doing something. If a week is going by, you don't have something architecture in your status. You have Davido, you have Ronaldo. Ronaldo have made million channel now. Oh my God, he's the thing that is reigning now. Hey, wonderful. Bobrisky has come back from jail. Oh, this is what he's saying. Are you all right? There's different types of mental problems. Right? That this madness is broad. There's different types of madness. Because you are somebody's mother. You are somebody's father. You are somebody's husband. You are somebody's wife. So this is what I always ask myself. See, situation some person they are party do. And then you will try to reshape it. So your marketing is progressive. Some people are giving us contracts today. It's because they used to see me, I'm repairing radios in those days, repairing mobile phones and something. And they're like, this boy, we don't like technical work now. Since my net worth then was not up to 5,000 francs. So there is some continuity. Each time you see Bertrand, there's a house. You see him, there's a this. You see him, there's a that. You see him, there's a this. There is some consistency. There is something that they can trace. When you hear Dangote, some things start coming to your brain. Cement, oil. When you hear Bill Gates, something start coming to your brain straight away. Microsoft. When you hear Steve Jobs, Apple start coming to your brain. When you hear the big man of Tesla, Elon Musk, Tesla start coming to your brain. SpaceX start coming to your brain. When you hear Paul Biya, power, politics start coming to your brain. When you hear, what's your name again? Sorry, Tracy. When you hear Miss Tracy's name, what's that coming to your brain? What's that song they say them go kill it? Is that what they say? Is that what's that coming to your brain? Say, if that gets twerk for a year. Is that what's that coming to your brain? When you hear of Bertrand, what comes to your brain? No answer. Because I'm amazed what some young people think. Hey, this boy. Now, when we hear about you, what comes to our brain? It's very important. It's very important. It's very important. So you are a brand. Do you understand? You are a brand. Some people will buy Dangote cement because of Dangote himself. They trust the man. So what he produces, they trust him. People can so much trust you that it can even affect your children. Dr. Miles Monroe of blessed memory, he gave a testimony whereby he just graduated from the university. He needed a loan. He went to the bank. He said, I need a loan. I want to get a house. I want to get a mortgage, or I want to do this, I want to do that. And the bank manager asked him, no, the person, the loan officer asked him, do you have collateral? He said, no, I just left school, right? But I have a job. I don't have collateral. He said, no, you can't. It's bank procedure. You cannot. He said, can I see the manager? They said, there's no need seeing the manager, sir. Don't waste your time. You can't have the loan. It's simple protocol. He said, please, can I just see the manager? They said, okay. That's the manager's office. He went in. The manager said, you are Taya's son. His father's name is Matthias. So that guy, that bank manager is the father's friend and calls the father Taya's. So he said, you are Taya's son. He said, yes, I am. He said, have a seat. He had a seat. He said, what brings you here today? He said, I came for a loan. The loan officer said I couldn't have it because I don't have collateral. I said, forget it. You are Taya's son. You will have the loan. Why? The father had integrity. The father was a man of his word. The father was training people how to bring up their children, training other children. So it's assumed that that integrity is transferred to him, the son of Tyus. In the same way, if your president's son says he wants to run for election, will you agree? Why? Will you deny? Why? You will judge him based on things he has not done, based on things his father has done. You've never even heard his voice. If he were talking in this room, you wouldn't even know he's there, but you will make your conclusions. And that's how life works. So, an important aspect of marketing is integrity. Integrity simply means to integrate, to be one. They are integrated. What you say plus what you do are one. They are integrated. Integrity. Don't sell a drug and say this drug, whether it's a headache or whether it's a belly bite or whether you sprain your foot or whether it's what you do you, this makes in the work. You take a nana so you heal tomorrow. You find Peking newborn. You find the one medicine. And you know that it's a lie. But you are selling it and you are running the ad. That's not integrity. You are selling something, you know that the promise you are promising for that thing, it won't work. This is a solar system. It's going to carry your fridge, your AC, your TV for 24 hours. You know it won't. You know it will put it on, but it will not carry it. You know from the beginning. But you go and market it. That is one customer. It's like one-time customer. You have one customer and that's all. The more customers you have, the more negative advertisement you have. Before you know it, you're off the market. So you should have integrity in your ad. You should study the interest groups, people who are interested in your project, people who are interested in your business. And you should also study the gatekeepers. Some people are not the people, how do I put this? Some people are not necessarily the ones who want to spend in your business, right? They're not the ones who want to give you the money. They're not the ones who want to construct a house, but they're the gatekeeper. I'll give you an example. If I go to talk about the business and I meet a man and the wife, and the man is the main person that's going to bring the money, and I will study how the man is behaving with the wife, I will understand the relationship from a global perspective. A wife respectful to the husband respectful to the wife, the way they are dealing with each other. That wife could be a gatekeeper. That wife could tell that man that don't give this boy this contract. And the husband could listen. In fact, he will listen most of the time. So you want that wife on your side. So you can't have preferences. When the man asks questions, you answer better. When the wife asks questions, you just quash it. Because after all, it's the man that's paying. You are wrong. So you can study the gatekeeper. The gatekeeper could be a man's son who is 12 years old. And that son says, Daddy, I like that engineer. He seems like he knows what he's doing. He's advertising your business. And the man loves the son. He doesn't love you. He loves your service. So the son is the gatekeeper. You don't want to anger the gatekeeper. So you go to a place, so where's your manager? Where's your manager? Oh my God, this man is keeping me waiting. Where? You know, how many people in the inside there now? So you're already angry to the gatekeeper. When you are gone, the gatekeeper will say, so please, what did that man come for? So he came for a plan. I want to give him that project. He said, hi, the way that man spoke to me, my God, even you, the owner of this company, you have not spoken to me like that. That's the gatekeeper speaking. He's keeping the gates, and you can lose the business. So when you go somewhere, know that there is no second chance for a first impression. You've come to meet the father or the mother or whoever wants to build the project. Respect everybody in that compound. Respect everybody around, from the gate man. So that if they ask anybody about you, let their first impression be what? Good result. Don't promise what you cannot deliver. Don't. Of course, you will meet challenges on the field when you're trying to deliver what you promised. But at least, promise something that is feasible to begin with. Do you understand? Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. So, we've spoken about the online stuff. Now we're doing the physical. There are many people who are not online. And besides, People can see your business online and know your business online, but do not know that it is located in this town. So you have to meet them now one-on-one and say, hey, this is us. We are physical people. We are not online robots. We are located in Malingo Junction. This is what we do. This is our services. You pitch to them. And that's what we'll be doing. Maybe next week. We'll have a day where someone will lead you out and you will market. Since you cannot market an imaginary company, you will market this one where you are working on internship. They will guide you on what to say. They will guide you on how to present yourself. And you'll be under supervision so that you don't have so much trouble. The point is, when you go to speak to somebody about your business, you are meeting somebody who has not budgeted for you necessarily on their program. Like, I'm not expecting you, you just come to me, you want to start talking. You had better be interesting. So the way you present yourself, the way you present the business, even the way you dress should start speaking. If you went into a hospital and you went to undergo an operation and a doctor came like me, dressed like this, in the lab, and was taking the tools already like this, no matter how qualified that doctor is, you will be doubting. But if he came in a white dress, clean shave, you will be like, okay, this is a doctor. If you meet a lawyer and he comes to court with an agbada, and he brings one like this and brings the other one like this in court, lawyer, what is your plan? You'll be asking your lawyer whether, are you ready to free me or what are you trying to do? If you saw a police officer at the military control dressed like a Tofis with the short knicker like this, dressed like Ronaldo with the whistle at the police control, and then hanging the gun, what will you think? Armed robbers, right? Armed robbers, especially within the context of what is happening in our country. So that tells you that the dress speaks a lot. Let me give you a story. Don't use it anyway, because it's not good. But I learned something from it. Some guy said one of the highest ways he scammed banks is that he came in as a pilot. He got the original dress of a pilot, got the cap and everything, and got a nice briefcase. Got the most expensive perfume he could get. When he comes, he exhibited some sort of flair, some sort of relaxation, some sort of royalty, dignity, audacity, busyness, soft-spoken language. Hello, I'm here to get a loan. You know, I was trying to program that, and then please, could you excuse me for a moment? Yes, hello. Yes, it's scheduled for 3 p.m. today. Okay, that's fine. All right, I'll see you. Oh, thank you so much for your patience. As I was saying, I'm kind of I'm very impressed with this bank, and I was looking at removing some of my shares that I have in this to bring it to this bank and everything. The way he dresses, the way he speaks, the way he comports himself, classic, and everything is going. Now you start feeling embarrassed to ask him that, say, can I see your license? You'll be feeling embarrassed. So dress the way you want to be addressed. Don't go as an engineer with 2 rope slippers. Say, bro, and I want you there for head count. It's what is in my head. Or don't go with a certificate. They want you to say, I have my certificate here. They have not asked you. Anything they want you to say, I have my certificate here. No, they didn't ask your certificate. What we are asking is this the man that was certified? Yes, you are the man, but you don't look certified. Certify the man that has been certified. Do you understand? It's very important. It's very, very important. There are some dressings, there are some things that once you see somebody, you can already assume. Whether you like it or not, your subconscious have assumed. Let me give you an example. I will not go into details. If you see, come, stand. If you see somebody dressed like this gentleman, right? Picture him properly in your brain. Make your style up. Okay, good. Have a seat. And then you see some other guy dressed in dreadlocks, has an earring, has the trousers sagging, and has some dark glasses. And somebody asked you, who is more likely to be a scammer? From observation, what will you say? Yeah, you know the answer. The other person could be the real scammer. Yeah. And as a matter of fact, even if you want to pick the other person, you will only be picking the person because he could be, but based on data, based on observation, your brain is already going to the other person. And that's why sometimes those of us who speak loud, who get angry and express our anger, can be considered as bad people, rude people, terrible people, because we will burst out. But the other person that you'll be saying things, the person will be speaking but in the heart. Didn't I do so? I will break your head. I will break them. I must break your head this night. But they are quiet. They're quiet. They're nursing the evil but inside. They're quiet. If I ever talk for you, I might bend. But they're quiet. They're speaking but inside, they're quiet. But society will judge the other people based on how they react or how they show themselves. That's why sometimes our friends and loved ones and those people we've been in maybe business with can betray you at some point and you are so shocked. It's because of the general principle that happens with men. By men, I mean man and woman. We are most likely to judge by what we see, by observation. How they spoke to us, how they treated us. If you went to a hospital and a doctor just came to you and spoke anyhow, and then they came back and said, okay, we lost your baby when you were trying to give birth or whatever, you will assume, why won't you lose the baby? When you even to greet somebody you cannot greet. You will assume. Yes, so that's a general knowledge about humans that you have to adopt. Present yourself in a likable way. Every human being wants to feel that, or thinks that they are the most important person. Even if they don't agree. That's what they think. That's why if you break it down, you will understand. If fire is burning here, who do you catch first? If it's on your lap and on my lap, on your lap and on your son's or daughter's lap, or wife's or husband's lap, whose lap do you remove first? You remove like this and you remove the other one. You cannot go there first. Unless it's not burning enough. If it's burning you enough, you will start here. So you want to agree with them that yes, ma, yes, sir, you are important. I acknowledge you, I see you. And you are not the only person in your field. There are many people. So you have to stand out. That's why you see ordinary, there are many, many ordinaries. And what does extraordinary mean? It's a little extra on the ordinary. There are many technicians. There are many engineering students. There are many people in your profession. How can you stand out? You must do the little extra. So you should focus on studying the things that your people don't do. Then you start doing it. How does the average technician dress? How does the average engineer dress? He drinks in a bar. Sometimes he can go for a meeting drunk. He's trying to pitch a business. Alcohol scent is coming out. So you could say, okay, I drink alcohol, but I will not go to a meeting after drinking, no matter the quantity. Because my client may not be someone that likes alcohol, may be easily irritated with the scent. And not my competence, not my character, but the scent that comes from my mouth can make me lose that job. You see that? Are you understanding? Yes. So how you dress is very important. Now you must be knowledgeable. You must be knowledgeable on the field. You must be ready to answer questions. You must be ready to entertain some things that are not concerning your subject matter that you brought. Now, we've gone somewhere before, and somebody can look at you and say, hey, this is your helmet like this. Where do you see this your helmet? I've been looking for this helmet. Where do you see this your helmet? She said, no, the helmet is in town. Okay, this. I said, no, talk about it. No, sir, just ask now. You see the helmet. So if you see your flyer here, this is, you are wrong. You have intruded in the person's time to advertise your business. I'm talking about the one-on-one now. But then you don't want them to intrude. You don't want them to touch anything. You want them to focus only on that business. That's a servant master situation you are trying to portray. You should be flexible. You could meet somebody one-on-one. You want to talk about construction. The person starts saying, wonderful, this country, this so Anglophone crisis bad. Say, huh? You actually have Omunya yesterday. You hit the person with story. And then you gain interest, you gain bonding, then you come back to the subject matter. You don't quash it down. You advertise. Now, you should be flexible to get contacts. You can't go talk to somebody, pitch your business, you don't take their contact. You can't talk to somebody, you don't know their interest. How do you reach out to them? Every contact is useful. We have contacts in our list when we run ads, and those who ask how much is it, many of them don't buy. 99% of the time they don't buy, but they are there. Now, from time to time, we draft a message looking for subscribers or followers on YouTube, and we share. We can share it to 200 contacts and say, please kindly follow our channel. You will get updates on construction on this. You can share it to 200 people, and 10 will follow. That's a percentage. So you must not be discouraged. Right? You must not be discouraged. And you must save the contact. If they ask a question that you don't know, don't invent the answer. That's the beauty of where coming from a team comes in. Okay, so we are a one-stop shop. We have professionals involved in different fields. What you've asked me is basically an architectural question. So I could have our architect respond to that. Please, could I please have your contact? I would like him to respond to you using our office number and answer your question and any other doubt you may have. So you have shot two birds with one stone. You have asked for contact at a time that is appropriate. Then when they are done, you just say, please, can I have your contact now? No, you can't have my contact now. And you'll be like, where? So you have to strategically reason when you can ask for the contact. Do you understand? And in the line of the conversation. So there's nothing like ask at the end, ask in the middle, ask in front. There's also nothing like ask everyone. Because some people behave, I don't want to use the word, some people behave like something. You know, because the company says, take everybody's contact. You go to somebody, maybe they're having an argument with a neighbor. Yes, now you ever thief my fowl. Every time my fowl come, you thief farm. Say, mommy, where? Give your contact now. Hey, this. Say, where, mommy? Leave quarrel. Quarrel will not help you. Give your contact. Give your contact. Oh my God, the company will sack me. Give your contact, mommy, please. That woman can turn and wire you a slap. And you'll be confused. So don't keep your brain in the office and then go out, right? You pitch your business, you get questions, you answer the ones that you can answer, you sympathize with the person if they were sympathizing. In fact, you can even join the person in what they were doing. You go somewhere, they're trying to offload something, plantains. You say, hey, patron, plantain don't come. Move and put on a side. You take my help you. You know about mustard seed, so how would it be if it would be your house here? Hey, Jesus. You don't go there, they are packing plantains, you stand. When they are finished packing plantains, they want to rest. You know, I say, yes, have you heard about mustard seed? Say, if I hit you. So you have to take part. You have to take part. And this is a general rule, right? It doesn't apply to specific people. I don't like house chores. I can kill myself at work. But house chores, sweep, wash the dishes, okay, fix the beds, now do this. No, please, can you just kill me? I don't like house chores. But because of respect for family, if I visit a family I do house chores. Unless they stop me. I've gone to board members of this company in their houses and I've mopped. They stop me most often. When I eat, I take my dish to the kitchen. You stop me on the way. When I go to the kitchen, I wash it on the sink. And if I meet other dishes there, I wash them. Do you understand? The point is not whether I'm nice or not. The point is that what I'm doing, I don't like. You get the point? That's the point. But the bigger point is that that is what is right. I don't sleep as I want. For example, in my house, if I work late in the night, I can decide and say, let's say it's weekend, it's a Monday, which is one of the highest days I rest because of obvious reasons. And I work on Sunday and maybe close at 1 or 2 a.m. I can sleep till 10 o'clock if I want. But in somebody else's house, I can't. I'm not there as a son. No. I'm there as an honored guest. But I can't. You don't do that. I can't sit in your house and then just sit like this as if I want to give birth. Put your music that you like. Put the volume. Oh, Jesus, it's going to be lit. You cannot do that. So, don't say, that is how I am. No, me like this, once you talk to me badly, you have spoiled it. You have spoiled everything. Don't say that. Don't say that. You are only you alone. We are 8 billion of us against you. You are too small to make that statement. I'm too small to say, no, the way I am. This is how I am. If you want to deal with me, this is how you have to deal with me. I'm just one, right? There's 8 billion people. You have to compromise. You have to compromise. And compromise doesn't necessarily mean a bad thing. Compromise means that Mr. A, B, C, or D can want something else that I don't want. The fact that I don't want it does not mean they should not want it too, if it's not a sin or a crime. So allow them. So the idea to want to impose what you want on everybody else is dictatorship. It's bad. It's wrong. So when you go to your client, take part in what they're trying to do, if you have to. You could be told off. Hey, you want to thief my plantain? Say, no, no, I don't want to thief them. Somebody could say, no, don't touch it. You apologize. You should be flexible. You don't know where that person is coming from. Maybe each time they touch her plantain, they will eat it, they'll be pushing. You don't know. Or the last time somebody touched her plantain, and before she turned, they have stolen one bunch and they were running. Now they have gone and come back with reflector. Right? So, you have to be flexible. She could think that the thief have changed strategy. Be flexible. Some people will tell you, I don't want to talk about it. They will insist. Be flexible. Wish them a nice day and go. Like I teach these people in this company, when a customer tells you, hey, I have this offer. Before, it's not that they are learning it. Respond to every message. Respond to every message. If you have a business, don't give preferential treatment. Those whom you think can pay, you treat them differently. Those whom you think cannot pay, you treat them differently. And I'm impressed how the team is coming up. Somebody, we are advertising a car to sell, and somebody came and said, well, oh my God, your advert is really good. I would have loved to buy this car, but I cannot afford it. I wish I'm able to afford it someday. And I think it was engineer who replied that message and said, okay, don't worry. By God's grace, one day you will be able to afford. Thank you for reaching out, sir. You drop the message. That is how you speak to human beings. The way I respect and treat students on internship is the way I respect the board members or the customers. And sometimes I can give the respect more because the board member is already a board member, he's already a big man, he's already 50 years or 60 years, already old. You are young. Do I know who you will become tomorrow? What if I'm speaking to the next head of state and I go and play with my destiny? You're using your destiny to joke. So you treat people with value. You see somebody who is dirty, the person asks you about your business, explain with passion. As I'm talking to you right here, I have the same passion if I was called to speak in an international conference or wherever. And even more, because you are my people at home here. You must be like that. Then you begin to attract good things. They'll begin to follow you. Once you begin to discriminate, you will lose many customers. Many customers. I gave an example last time. Okay, I'm sure nobody fellowships in our church. A guy gave a testimony how God has been helping him from one, from this, from that, and said he just got his advanced level. He had great results. He's been first. I was sitting at the chair in the back. I was wearing my sandals and a t-shirt, just funny dress. As he was done with his testimony, I cornered him at the back of the church. I said, please, can you see me after church? He said, okay, in a kind of funny way. My plan was that I'll put him on 100% scholarship because he moved me with his testimony. He seemed like a hardworking, struggling person. But maybe I wasn't suited. I wasn't looking very big or whatever. He didn't listen. And he didn't see me. And guess what he will have to do? He will have to work hard for his school fees for the next 3 years in the university so that he can come and testify again. Right? So many of us have missed opportunities because we size people up by how we think they look. I saw a young lady on Facebook. She advertised, she's a designer, she's a this, she's a that. I was just browsing through my Facebook, and she popped up as people you may know. And her bio, I just read it and I saw that content. I'm like, okay, this is a young lady. She's trying to fend for herself. I would like to promote her. And what attracted me more was that she's a designer for men. And it's a saying that sometimes the women that design male dresses are better. And the men that design women dresses are better. Sometimes. I don't know. It's something I've heard. So I dropped her a message. I say, I'm very impressed with what you do. And I see that you are a designer for the male. Please, I would like to see some of your designs. Till today, she has not replied. In fact, I took her as a case study, which I just dropped a couple of days ago. I monitored her posts. She posts every day. Posting maybe biblical scriptures, posting some things every blessed day. She posts other things more than she posts her work. And she hasn't responded to me. Perhaps, maybe, some men have come to her in that format who want to sleep with her, I'm assuming. But she's giving an umbrella definition to everybody and she's rejected me. Now, perhaps if I went there and said, okay, my name is Bertrand Abongwa, president and founder of Mustard Seed Group of Companies. I'm writing you from the United States right now, but I will be in Cameroon in the next 2 weeks. Could you please send me some of your designs I would like to see? I would like to get something for my family and for my team. Okay, yes, sir. Oh my God, here's your design. This. Maybe her approach will be different. Another example, a client that we sold a plan, which they paid cash. I think that's the first plan they've paid all cash in the beginning. The client wrote an hello. No interest, nothing, just a hello. And that message was abandoned for days. One Monday I saw it, I was like, okay, I will follow this client. I said, hello, sir, madam. Thank you for contacting Mustard Seed Group of Companies. Your trusted one-stop shop for all your construction needs. Please, how may I be of service to you today? Okay, this, that. We sold a land to that same person about 3 weeks ago, and we did a plan for that person about 2 weeks ago. What did the person start with? Hello. And what is the person's DP? Nothing. Some writings. Till today, the DP hasn't changed, right? Just some writings in the display picture. So there's no person you can check and say, okay, does he look rich? Does she look rich? I didn't know whether it was a boy or girl. And we flowed like that. When that person paid the land, what was our response? She said, I was talking with my husband the other day, and I was telling him that I'm sure Cameroon is not entirely rotten. There must be one good person somewhere. And I'm thanking God that God have led us to this team. We love what you do and everything. And we're hoping that we build on that relationship. That's a customer that said, hello. Now, we're running an ad for a land. Somebody said, yes, I want to pay this land now, cash. I need it now, cash. We've accepted the offer. How many days? They're not even responding to messages. They're not picking calls. There are many of them like that. Break it down. The thing is that human beings don't want to learn from their surroundings. Those of us who have been in relationships before, have you been promised love before? My God. Hey, Jesus. Have somebody's son or daughter taking quality time and promise you love, and then turn again and break your heart without remorse? Yeah, we don't want to learn that things don't appear as they seem. The Bible says that on the last day, let me not quote scriptures here. The Bible says on the last day, we will be shocked when we will see Satan. Because we will say that, is this the man that put the world into all this trouble? Is this the man? Is this the man? Because he doesn't look like it. So your customers don't look like it. Do you understand? The ritualist does not look like it. The boy that's struggling to get into your pants don't look like it all the time. Because nowadays some really look like it from the very beginning. Don't look like it all the time. Please bring this back to sales. Your customer does not look like it. That's the point. I'm just trying to bring more examples. It's Nigerian film where you see the devil will come with a black dress, has a horn, doing like this, and then they are laughing. But we have met devils in human form who did not wear black dress, did not keep long nails, did not laugh ha 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 like the movies. Scammers will wear a suit. It's these junior scammers that drive small Mercedes and drive small runs cars. Those are upcoming people. Those are small Mercedes, small people. Proper scammers. They wear proper suit. They drive executive vehicles. They don't drive any kind of purple vehicle, yellow car. No, black, clean, suited, neat, polished English. They don't keep dreadlocks. They don't have earrings. They don't have tattoo. Clean man, but devil inside, true and true. Haven't you noticed that sometimes the bad girls are not the ones that wear the short skirt? There are some people with long skirt. Hey, Jesus. That's how long their devil is. The devil in them is long. Longer than the skirt. In fact, it's long like wedding gown. So all this emphasis is that your customer does not look like it. People don't look like it. They don't. And we have many people who have proven those records. Who knows Shaq, the basketballer? Shaq, he's big. He went somewhere to buy a car. Hey. And it was a Rolls Royce. And the person, no, not Shaq Tank. Shaq, he's a famous basketballer. He's very huge, an American. The person selling said, no. So you want to buy a Rolls Royce? Can you afford a Rolls Royce? So you should take him to where he can show him cars that he can afford. That's a rich man whose ego, his pocket can back. He said, what? What do you mean by I cannot buy a Rolls Royce? Is it because I'm black? He called his bank. He said, give me 2. Brand new. He bought the 2. He said, now I got 2 Rolls Royce that I don't need. And he took it away. That is to prove to you that sometimes your customer does not look like it. Take small me as a more example. I want this point to sink. There are days I use my bicycle to come here. Not Monday, normal working day. Right? It's just that it's raining most mornings. Many of these days I plan to use a bicycle, it rains, so I don't use it. Now, if I'm paddling my bicycle and I'm coming here, you will be very wrong if you look at me and assume things. You will be so wrong. I will park it here, outside. Hang my bag. I will enter the office and I will sit and I will walk. When they close, I will take my bicycle. When I meet a hill that is so strong, I'll be pushing it and going. I don't want to go into that detail since I'm from the village. Your customer does not look like it. Your customer does not have his bank account on his head, on his dress. It is people who don't have money who wash their hand with champagne to eat arrow. If your money can hang on your body, it's too small. It can hang as a chain. It can hang as an iPhone. You want to snap everywhere, you make sure let the camera show. It's really small money until a phone can carry it. A shoe, all your pictures now is like this. A shoe can carry your money. It's really small. How does Elon Musk dress? How does Bill Gates dress? How does Steve Jobs dress? How does Mark Zuckerberg dress? How does Dangote dress? You want to dress more than them. You want your customer to dress more than them. You'll be misled. Now, a customer you have lost today, is the last point, does not mean that the customer may not be there tomorrow. I've contacted you to build a house today. You say, no, you are not interested. No, you are not interested. If I have an ad for a house tomorrow, it doesn't mean I should not show you. MTN has been showing us Jambo every day. Subscribe, 200 francs per day. You stand the chance to win this. They've been showing me for years. I've never played once. They keep showing. One day, in the right problem, in the right circumstance, you will play it. So take this marketing when it will come. Take it with passion. Take it with determination. Don't do it because you have been told. Do it because you want to really find out something about the human nature. You really want to see how the public will react. If you have shame of public display shame or all those things, if you have all those problems, it's an advantage too for you. Because some people are ashamed with marketing. When they will say marketing, some of these star boys and star girls, they will be like, hey, Jesus, hey, God. They will be shy. True of us. True of us. Yeah, but you have to fight it. Do you understand? You have to fight it. It only puts me in trouble, in more trouble. Thank God I had not done this before, what some people do, where you can deny your parents. I can flaunt my mom anywhere. Anywhere. And as a matter of fact, I flaunt it and I put her weakness. I say my mom didn't go to school, but she's the greatest person I've ever met. I can flaunt it like that. If we had an occasion and my mom were here, I would want her to speak. She won't speak English. She will speak in Pidgin. It may not even be clear. I will be so proud where I'm seated. Some people are hiding their parents. Some people, if their father came here, they will be embarrassed. Why? It's your father. So you should be integrated. Don't be a different person here, a different person online, a different person in your house, a different person everywhere. Be integrated. You had the girl that lost a job because she went with a designer bag to attend an interview. The lady interviewing her said, I know that bag. That bag is about $6,000. Come on, I can't even call you to negotiate a salary. You're having a $6,000 bag. You're having a bag with Naira. It was in Nigeria. Naira is now bad. $6,000 is about 8-point-something million Naira. You're hanging the bag. You want to come and work in my company. No, you are too qualified. Only for them to find out that that's the China mate. So be proud of yourself. If your father is poor, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's not your fault that you are from Cameroon. You are from the Anglophone region, they are fighting here. It's not your fault. Or you are from the Francophone, or you are from where. It is not your problem. It is what you become that you have to be responsible for. Do you understand? Now, I've left the subject matter now and I know. Do not be ashamed of your past. Do not be ashamed of your family. Otherwise, you cannot change it. You will not be able to change it. Accept that this is where I'm from. And you say, okay, I put a stop. I am the last poor man in my line. That's my decision. That is my decision. Because if I don't do like that, soon, if I have a child, I will tell that child that, do you know they were driving me for school fees? Let them drive you. That's a bad problem that we have. You see, a guardian or a parent is telling us that, do you know what they used to do to me? That's exactly why you should not do it to me. Because they used to do it to you. Say, no, in my days I was eating frying corn. Take your frying corn and eat. Papa, you didn't chop frying corn, I chop frying corn. Where is the progress? So be proud of where you are from. Corner some of us who are parents, and you'll be amazed what it takes to be a parent. And you think you can do better than your father. You'll be amazed. Or than your mother. You'll be amazed to have an entire human being that you're in charge of. So be proud of them. Respect them. Acknowledge them. Flaunt them. I don't know. Why must I always bring power talk? Any question? We're done.